Hello, this is a quick tutorial on how to access the electronic care log in eHana. So you're going to get a link, which is going to be this right here in your inbox, in your email. So when you click on that link in your email, it's going to take you right here, and this is what it's going to look like. It doesn't say this session timeout, you won't see that, but this is going to be blank. And in your username, you're going to enter your email address, but you don't have a password yet. So you're going to hit, I forgot my password. But if you do have a password and you've changed it already, you would enter it here. But I have a password, so I'm going to enter mine here. Once you hit your password, you'll click on sign in, and you'll get this landing page. This green banner on the top won't appear. The only person you'll be able to access is the person that is in your household. So in order to find them, you can either click on clients and look for their name will appear on the screen. If I click on clients, it shows all the names of people in AFC, and we don't want that, so I'm not going to do that now. But it will just show the member in your household, and you would click it to access. Or you can put their name, their last name, in the search bar. But for purposes here, I'm going to go to the test client profile. You would not do this, but I'm going to click on this person. And you're going to get this profile. So this is a fake profile because we're protecting the identity of the people that we support. And there's tabs here. All you will see in your tabs is AFC. This is for training purposes for all these programs. So that's why we have so many tabs. So this is the AFC tab. It gives all the information. And then you're going to go all the way here on the far right of the screen, and you'll see a bunch of documents. So I'm going to start a new care log for July. Today is July 3rd. Find my cursor. And I'm going to click on caregiver log. It takes me right to the electronic caregiver log. So I'm going to start a new one for July. July's July 3rd, so I'm going to enter the first 3 days of July. So I'm going to start here. And this starts a new log, so I'm going to always start with the first of the month. So I clicked on first of the month. Otherwise, this date will say the date you got in there. So you don't want that. You want us to be able to easily identify the month. So please click on the first of the month. So then I'm going to go down and enter the first 3 days. So this is just like the paper care log. So all of the ADLs are the same as they appear on your care log on paper. So just for illustration purposes, I'm going to do the first 3 days of the month for the first 2 ADLs. Positioning in a bed or chair. This person needs no assistance. So I can either go to the 0 here, or I can just enter it by typing a 0, and then I hit enter. And then to go to the next one, on the second, I can click tab, which is here, tab. Goes to the next day. Well, it goes from left to right. So same thing happened today. They didn't need any assistance, so I'm going to put a 0, 0. And then for the third, the same, tab, 0. For transferring, the person needed some physical assistance to transfer. So that would require a 3. So I'm going to click there. I can either go down to the 3 and click on the 3. The next day it's the same. So I can go to the next day, or I can put my cursor there. And then I can just click 3. Enter. And then want to go to the next day, click tab, or I can put my cursor there. You get the idea. So I would complete all of those for the first 3 days, all of the ADLs. And incontinence care, same thing. I can click on here. This doesn't have the drop down menu, but it would be actually the number of times that I had to provide care for incontinence. So today's the 3rd, and I remember that today I had to assist once. So I'm gonna put a 1 there. Yesterday, it was 0. The day before, it was 0. So assistance with bladder, I can put, let's say, on the 1st, which was 2 days ago, on Wednesday, I didn't assist at all. That was 0. And then I hit the tab again. And on the 2nd, I assisted twice. So I would put a 2. And then again, I could do put the cursor there or hit tab. And then there was a 0 on today. It's the end of the day, it's 0. So you get the idea there. And for the instrumental activities of daily living, I would go down through here, and it has a similar setup to the ADLs with the drop down. So you can complete that just like you did on the top. So scrolling down through other services. If you don't see anything here, you can also, this makes it kind of shrink down. If you don't see anything on other services, you click on this little triangle and they'll appear. So then this is just check marks. So if the person went to the day program, if they go to a work program or a adult day health, you would put that here. You'd check it. If they went to day hab, you would click here. Say the person's in CBDS, you could click other services. If you had alternate care, you would click that here. So again, you would just check off accordingly. If you need to clarify any of these days, say you were out of town starting today on the 3rd, you are going to the Cape, you click other services here, and then you click on the calendar as such, July 3rd, and then you would clarify that, because that would be a non-medical leave day. So you would write NMLOA. And then if there was another day that you needed to clarify, you can do the same thing. You just clarify another day, you click on the date, and then you write any information you need to write in here. Behavioral intervention works similarly to the above, where you would just enter the numbers. And other interventions, like if you enter any of the behavioral intervention on that particular day, say the person was socially inappropriate, you would elaborate, say they had a socially appropriate behavioral incident on the 2nd, and they had 2 incidents. You would clarify that on the 2nd as the intervention codes. How did you intervene? Did you offer a snack? Did you give them one-on-one support, redirection, diversion activity? So I redirected, so I'm going to put a 3. Were they easily redirected? Yes. What was the outcome? They improved. Things got better. So I'm going to put a 2. So that's the end. So it's the end of the day. I want to go to bed, but I want to save this for the rest of the month. I'm going to go back down here and click keep draft and exit because I'm all done. So keep draft and exit. They're going to see this. saved as a draft and be resumed later from your My Workflows page. So that's the message that's going to come up. And the next video is going to explain how you find it again.